Hi everyone, Pastor Will here, and welcome to episode 45 of the Emmanuel Forum for this week, January 12th, 2025. And today's episode of the Forum is all about our theme for 2025, Open Hearts, Open Hands. And in this week's episode, we're going to be specifically talking about the first ministry initiative to our theme, Open Hearts, Open Hands, Spiritual Care. Celebrating 65 years in 2025, Emmanuel Lutheran Church is a congregation of open hearts and open hands, embodying Christ's love through care, generosity, and hospitality. Rooted in the church's mission to make disciples who know Christ and boldly make him known, we celebrate the ways God has worked through us to bring hope and belonging to our neighbors. Our shared faith and our spirit of generosity makes us uniquely suited to meet the opportunities before us and move confidently into a vibrant future in the year to come. Open Hearts, Open Hands is inspired by following God's call into that hopeful future. Like Lydia in the 16th chapter of the book of Acts, whose heart was opened by the Apostle Paul to respond to the good news, we, the church, are called to listen to God's leading and respond in faith. And Emmanuel, we're called to live out Christ's love by opening our hearts to one another and extending our hands to the world around us. Spiritual care is at the heart of that calling. It's how we nurture the faith of our members, walk alongside those in need, and bring hope to our neighbors and our community. But as we look at the new year, we're faced with an important question. Are we prepared to meet the spiritual needs of our members and neighbors? The need for life-giving, vibrant ministry has never been greater. Last year, Emmanuel averaged a funeral every other week. The list of our homebound members needing visits and the sacrament of Holy Communion is greater than ever before. The need for hospital visits has increased over the past 2 years. There's a need to gather on occasion for healing and prayer services. There are many widows in the congregation and in our community. We need more grief share groups. There are many caregivers in our congregation and the community. We need caregiver support groups to fill their cups so that they can continue to empty them for their loved ones. There are many in the congregation and the community who need long-term, one-on-one support that a resurrected and restored Stephen ministry could provide. There are ways God is calling us to build on our partnership with Samaritan Counseling, to continue to meet the mental health needs of our members and our neighbors. The needs, they reveal a holy and urgent calling, one that requires you and I to respond with our time, our God-given gifts, skills, abilities, and our treasure, our resources to expand the reach and the impact of our spiritual care. Emmanuel's goal is to grow our capacity to meet these needs through lay and ordained leadership, through new and enhanced spiritual care programs, through opportunities for our members to serve one another and their neighbors in the name and in the love of Jesus. I invite you to prayerfully consider how God is calling you this year to be a part of the mission of Emmanuel. Your response will ensure that our congregation remains a people and a place where hearts are nurtured in faith and hands are sent into our world to serve. Together, as the body of Christ, we are building a church that embodies His love. Together, with open hearts and open hands, we boldly step into the future God is preparing for us. A future filled with grace and love and care for one another and those that we don't even know. For this is one of the primary ways that the people of Emmanuel know Christ and boldly make Him known. God bless you all, and in the year to come.